Hello everyone, Say What with James and Lakesia. Welcome back. We are here to do our review on
the Thunderbolts.
And I don't know why you had to do it like that, but this is a spoiler alert.
Red Guardian.
So if you have not seen the movie, watch the review after you have seen the movie and then let us know what you think. Well, the movie starts off with Yelena being in Malaysia.
New Black Widow.
And she's destroying a laboratory on behalf of the CIA director, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. And just make sure you put that D in front of her last name. She's trying to conceal her involvement with the
Ox Group, which is doing the Century Project, which makes a superhuman project. But while she's there, she's taking everybody out. The doctor who was over that was there, he was telling her that Valentina Allegra de Fontaine she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't need this type of power because it was kind of, I guess, faulty. It wasn't
the test results or whatever.
It could go real bad.
Okay, so but once she's there, basically she is pitted against John Walker.
Well, that's when she was trying to destroy all her involvement with this because
she was all the proof. Basically, she was trying to destroy all the proof so she couldn't get impeached.
Her. So what? And Yelena, agent, U.S. agent, Ghost, which is Ava Starr, and John Walker is U.S. agent,
and Taskmaster.
She was gonna pit them against each other
because they were proof of her involvement,
evidence of her involvement.
But it went horribly bad because instead of destroying each other, well, Taskmaster did get taken out.
Yeah, Ghost, because Yelena was there to kill Ghost. Ghost was there to kill.
Hey, you gotta watch the words on YouTube.
And Taskmaster was there to get. Yelena.
Basically, they were all there to take each other out. And what ended up happening is they ended up working together. An unlikely group of suspects ended up working together.
Though, Ghost she does take out Taskmaster.
So.
Yeah. But because they realized that Yelena was planning on trying to destroy all of them. She was going to disintegrate them all, but
not Yelena, Valentina.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Valentina.
And then, but we had a mysterious guy there named Bob who really acts like he doesn't know how he got there, and you don't know whether to trust him, not to trust him, to feel sorry for him because he's acting weird, he's acting strange. But basically, they work together and they are able to get out. But De Fontaine learns that they survived, including Bob, who was presumed dead during the Century trials. And so she's going to orchestrate another group to try to take them out. But she wants Bob left unharmed.
Yeah, because she realized that everybody else in the project didn't survive it.
But Bob
did. He did. So she realized that, hey, that Century Project actually worked.
Yes.
So she wanted it for the power of him.
So they all actually end up working together. Now they did think at one point in time that the others had left them, but they ended up working together, devising a plan, and they were able to get out. Now they had Bob in the back of the truck, but Bob knew that there was no way that they were going to get out unless he created a diversion. So then Bob gets shot up, and even though Valentina was telling them, no lethal force, but he came at them with a machine gun, so what else were they going to do? So he gets shot up, but miraculously...
And they left. They set the scene because they was like, that's our diversion to go. And they left.
Yeah.
But they didn't see Bob rose up.
But he flew up, and then he actually came down, very, very hard on the ground.
And also at this time, Bucky is now, he's a congressman for New York. He was some type of, Congress or Senate, Senator or something. in New York, and he was looking into DeFontaine's back, what she was doing, and he didn't like it. So he was trying to come up with something where he could help get her. He needed the evidence also to get
He
her
was
impeached.
working with her assistant to try to get her impeached. And the funny thing is that after Bob has shot up in the air, he's ascended, and he has came back and crash landed back at the compound, he's captured. And of course, Valentina intends to introduce Bob to the press as a superpowered protector. So she befriends him, taking on like a mother role. The only thing about Bob is that whenever he touches you, or he can make you remember like childhood memories that you wanted to forget. Yeah. So,
and we forgot about the Red Guardian. Red Guardian probably does. He's the funniest guy to show. He makes the movie.
Well, actually, when he was transporting Valentina in the vehicle, he overheard them talking about a plot.
Yeah.
That they were going to take out Yelena, Walker, and Ava. And so he took his whatever, was that a Lincoln stretched town car from 1985, and went and picked him up.
Yeah, then find him, and he found them out there after they did evade everybody at the facility they was at, and they got out, and he picks them up.
But they are ultimately apprehended by Bucky Barnes, who intends to have them testify in the impeachment proceedings.
They probably would have been done.
Because the military convoy was doing a great job of taking them out.
Yeah.
Because his vehicle was going like 55, and they were like, speed up.
Somebody is bulletproof. And they shot out, they were shooting all out the window.
It was not.
U.S. agent was like, I thought you said it was bulletproof. He thought that's bulletproof-ish.
Right. And so then once they're apprehended by Bucky, then they realize that DeFontaine, because she will correct you by her name, has turned Bob into an immensely powerful superhuman known as the Sentry. And basically, Bucky gets a call from her assistant. They go to try to take out the Sentry. It was a big mistake. I mean, and then, he took them out. He basically had them packing up with their tails between their legs, going back where they came from. And then you have DeFontaine. She's happy, but she wants him to take them out. He's like, they're no threat to me, which clearly they were not. And so then he's like, why am I taking orders from you when I'm more powerful than you are?
So her whole plan was just backfired.
But then she had a switch a kill switch that he was about to take her out before she can even press it. But luckily her assistant was there. Mm-hmm. However, whenever they pressed that kill switch, things went terribly wrong. And it's like a black form, a void.
He went dark then. And he was...
that triggers the emergence of the Sentry's destructive alter ego.
And all you have to do is just point at you, and they just
his alter ego is the Void, and he begins engulfing the city in supernatural darkness and trapping citizens in pocket dimensions. And it's based on your worst memories.
Their past memories.
Now, Yelena, basically, she knew that the only way to reach him was to go into the void. She had to face her haunted past as the Black Widow, and she had to find Bob, who was really just a frightened child because of all the childhood trauma he suffered. And we did see a scene where he was trying to step up for his mom, and his mom was like, you always make everything worse. And that's why he had this thought that he always made everything worse. And so basically she found Bob, and then the others came to help. They were getting dogged at first, but then Bob started trying to attack the Void, and the Void was no joke, but Bob had overtaken him. Then the team realized that he was being overtaken by the Void while he was beating the Void, so they broke loose, held free Bob.
You got us now, because he always used to say he was just alone.
He had no one to carry, and he had sad odds. So basically, when the threat is neutralized, the Thunderbolts basically prepare to apprehend D. Fontaine. I don't know why she gets a lot. She looks like Cruella de Vil with that hairstyle. But anyway, but however, she manipulates the public perception by staging a press conference in which she rebrands them the New Avengers. Why couldn't they just be the Thunderbolts? I mean, I don't get it. But
what's her name walked up to her and told her, though, yeah, but now we own you.
Yeah.
Yelena.
Yeah, she said now, you know, true. And in a post-credit scene, we see that the New Avengers and Bob discuss an ongoing problem in outer space. We already see that Captain America is not happy with them being rebranded the New Avengers. Yeah. And just trademark. So that's why couldn't they just stay the Thunderbolts?
So what's the name came in there with his Avengers? What's the name? And he had the Avengers with a Z.
A Z.
Yeah. Red Guardian.
But then we see that with the distress signal, it's a 4. So I guess they bring it in the Fantastic Four.
They look into the space and they see the ship with the 4 on it. So let you know the Fantastic Four is on their way.
So, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It's not my type of movie, but, you know, we go back. It went back a little bit on everyone's past, well, Yelena's past. And I thought it was a pretty good movie. So I enjoyed it. So, what you think, James?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
So, did you guys see the Thunderbolts? What did you think? What was your favorite part? What did you think they could have did better? But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if there's any movies that you'd like us to review, put it down in the comments and we'll check them out. But thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great one.